Good evening. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Good
Good
evening.
evening, ma'am.
Okay, we'll start now. Okay. Okay. In this chapter, in this block 4, we will learn about the anoles and enolates. List of various methods for generating anoles and enolates. Describe various factors which control the radioselectivity and stereoselectivity of enolate formation. Explain the mechanism of nucleophilic addition reaction of enolates and understand the importance of enolate chemistry in stereoselective carbon-carbon bond formation and also the significance of aldol reaction in synthetic organic chemistry. So what is enol? Enol and enolates. So enols are the isomers of the aldehydes or ketones in which the alpha hydrogen has been removed. You can see that this is a ketone. This is the alpha hydrogen. Two alpha hydrogens are there. The ketone attached to the carbon, it is called this hydrogen is called the alpha hydrogen. This is alpha carbon. The alpha hydrogen has been removed and placed on the oxygen atom of the carbonyl group. These molecules have a carbon-carbon double bond and an OH group. This is the keto compound. This isomerizes to its enolate form. This is the enolate form. This is the keto form. This is the enol form. The process of converting between the keto and the enol form is called tautomerism. This keto form converted to the enol form. When the keto form converted to enol form, this is keto. This is double bond, and this keto will be if it is there is a double bond C and C between the two carbon atom. If there is a double bond, this carbonyl compound converted to the alcohol OH. So this is the enol form, and this isomerization is called the tautomerism. Keto. The process of converting between keto-enol form is called tautomerism. Tautomerism is rapid interconversion of structural ion isomers. In most of the cases, the equilibrium lies on the right with the keto form being the most stable. This keto form is the most stable form. For example, in aqueous solution of the acetone at 25 degrees centigrade, concentration of the enol form is almost negligible. This is a ketone. This is more stable. It isomerizes the enol form. Enol form, when it is isomerized to enol form, the keto will be OH and this will be a double bond. So this enol form is not stable. The equilibrium between the carbonyl compound and the corresponding enol form can be acid or base catalyzed. In the presence of the acid or base, it is converted to the enol form. The process occurs by a concerted mechanism in which protonation and deprotonation takes place. You can see here, this is a ketone compound. It is acidic catalyzed. In the presence of the water, you can see it takes the OH double bond O. This lone pair of the oxygen, it takes the proton from the water molecule. So OH plus O, there is a positive charge on the oxygen because the electrons move from the oxygen to the hydrogen. So it get the positive charge. Then this alpha carbon hydrogen move to this place and double bond move to the positive charge. This double bond electron go to the positive charge of the oxygen. Then it forms R C double bond C single bond OH. So this keto form, it converted to the enol form in the presence of the water. This is a base catalyzed reaction. If there is a base, you can see this is a ketone, this is the ketone, and this alpha hydrogen base take this alpha hydrogen, then this double bond comes to here, and here will be a double bond, and the double bond double bond moves to the oxygen, and oxygen get the negative charge, which is a single bond, and the base takes the proton BH is there, and this isomerizes to double bond COH. It takes hydrogen from the, again it takes the hydrogen from the base and it converted to OH, and again base is there. And this is also acid base. This is the acid base reactions. Acid base reactions, it base takes this proton and this oxygen takes the attack to the proton of the acid, then it get the enolized form. Once the enols are formed, they are nucleophilic like simple alkenes by virtue of their pi electron, but they are more reactive. Than simple alkene. So the enol form, they are not like they are very reactive. They are not like the simple alkenes. They are very reactive molecule. These enol forms are very reactive because this, due to the presence of the hydroxyl group, which participate is an electron donor. So it gives the electron to this bond, and this double bond moves to this carbon. So this carbon got a negative charge and there is a double bond. Oxygen got the positive charge. Due to the presence of hydroxyl group which participate as an electron donor during the reaction process, this can be shown by the following resonance structure. This is the resonance structure of this molecule. In strong basic condition, alpha hydrogen of an aldehyde or ketone can be removed to generate resonance stabilized enolate anion or enolate. So in the strong basic solution like sodamide, the alpha hydrogen of the aldehyde ketone can be removed to generate the it takes the Na plus in the sodium sodamide, Na plus NH2 minus, the NH2 minus takes the proton, and this bond moves to this carbon and it got a negative charge, and this double bond also moves. So ketone removed to generate the resonance stabilized enolate anion or enolate. So how the enolate ketone and enolates are formed, you can see enolate anions are more reactive. Enolate anions are more reactive than enols. You can see here, this is the enolate anion. Enolate anions are more reactive than enol. The relative lower reactivity of enol is due to the presence of the proton of OH group, which decreases the electron density of the enol relative to the negative charge on the oxygen of the enolate. As there is a negative charge on the oxygen, this is more reactive than that of the OH when OH group is there. The reactivity of enol and enolate can also be explained on the basis of molecular orbital theory. Both OH and O minus donor substituent raises the energy of the pi homo of the enolate, but O minus group being a better donor raises this energy little higher. So these are the okay. So how the enols are formed from the keto? It is enol form, and enol anions are formed. Enols are more reactive than the keto form, and the enol anions are more reactive than that of the enol form. Acidity generation of the enolate. You can see enolate, if we consider the case of simple alkyl ketone in the protic solvent. Protic solvent means the solvent, the proton, it donates proton. In the alkyl ketone in the protic solvent such as ethyl alcohol. The ethyl alcohol, for example, we see the hydroxide ion or primary alkoxide. This is methanol. Methanol H plus OCH3 minus. This is methanol CH3OH. CH3OH, H is the positive charge and OCH3 OMe is the negative charge. ethyl alcohol, see the hydroxide ion or alkoxide ions will convert only the fraction of ketone to its anion. So it takes proton. It takes proton and it is the enol anion RCCO minus CH2 minus. It takes one proton from the methyl and it converted to the methanol, and this is the double bond CH2 single bond O minus. The slightly more basic tertiary alkoxides are comparable to enolate in the basicity, and a more favorable equilibrium will be established with such bases. In DMSO, ketones such as acetones, DMSO, in ketones, acetones are slightly more acidic than in the simple alcohol. The alkoxide where DMSO favors enolate formation. All the type of bases, besides providing lower concentration of the enolate, they are also potential nucleophiles and condensation and substitution reactions. So then the regioselectivity and stereoselectivity in the enolate formation. You can see the deprotonation from the alpha position of the carbonyl compound is the basic method for generation of the enolate. You have seen how the enolate form. The alpha proton, the base takes the alpha proton and then the enolate generates. An unsymmetrical dialkyl ketone. This is a unsymmetrical dialkyl ketone can form two regioisomeric enolate. This is a unsymmetrical ketone. This is R1CH2, this is R2CH. This is two groups are not same. This is a unsymmetrical ketone. Can form the two regioisomeric enolate on deprotonation. Consider the following substituted ketone. If in the presence of the base R2CHCO minus, base takes the proton from this. Well, if this side one proton takes, it is C double bond CHR1 single bond O minus. Is base takes the proton from the left side, it is R2C double bond CO minus CHR1. So two isomers are formed. If there is a unsymmetrical ketone is there, the two regioisomeric enolate are formed on deprotonation. This example, there are two sites deprotonation leading to two different type of enolate. Although it may not be possible to generate only one type of enolate, but experimental condition can be created to favor one of the regioisomer. The enolate ratio is determined by the relative rates of competing proton abstraction reaction. In the example given below, secondary protons are more accessible protons for deprotonation. Secondary protons. Deprotonation of this proton will give the kinetic control product. You can see here there are two methyl groups and one hydrogen. Here one methyl group and two hydrogens are there. This is more acidic and acidic proton. And this is less acidic and more hindered proton. This is less acidic because of the two methyl groups are hindering. So base cannot take these protons easily as compared to this proton. So it is highly acidic proton. So it will be removed fast. So if it is removed fast, then you can get the kinetic enolate and thermodynamic enolate. The regioselectivity of enolate formation can be controlled by solvent, base, cation, and temperature. On the other hand, deprotonation of tertiary proton leads to more stable enolate because of higher degree of substitution. Formation of the stable enolate is thermodynamically controlled. This is the stable enolate. So by controlling the reaction condition for formation of an enolate, it is possible to obtain either kinetic or thermodynamic control enolate. Kinetic control enolate is usually less substituted enolate. Kinetic enolates are less substituted enolate and thermodynamical enolates are more substituted enolate. This can be achieved by using very strong base such as LDA or lithium LiH, MDS in an aprotic solvent such as DMSO in the absence of excess of ketone. Lithium ion is better counter ion than sodium or potassium as it mentioned a tighter coordination at oxygen and reduce the rate of proton exchange. Aprotic solvents also favor the formation of the kinetic product. Aprotic solvent favor the formation of the kinetic product. As the protic solvents protonate oxygen, which gives rise to thermodynamically controlled enolate. Excess ketone also catalyzes the equilibrium by proton exchange. Less hindered hydrogens also favors formation of the kinetic enolate. They are more acidic and the removal are faster than the removal of the more hindered hydrogen. High temperature, weak base, protic solvent favor formation of the thermodynamic enolates. So this is the kinetic and thermodynamic control reactions. This is a ketone and the two enolates are formed, E and Z. So this is more it is forming actually. This compound is forming more. Z enolate is forming more as compared to that of the E enolate. Because this proton, this methyl, this is a more hindered side, and so here the double bond takes place more. Double bond. This enolate is forming. Here also Z enolate, E enolate both are forming in the presence of LDA. It is a strong base. In ketone, Z enolate is favor if R1 is large, but E enolate is favor if R1 is small. If it is a large group, then proton, it will double bond will be here. If it is a small, this is a large group, small group, the double bond will be here. So these are the mechanism it is showing how the base takes the proton, and Z enolate and E enolates are forming. In general observation, the base generally provides the Z enolate as major product, very bulky affords the E enolate as the major product. LDA gives immediate results. You can see here in the methyl lithium and DME, it is the enolate is forming here. Here tertiary butoxide, potassium tertiary butoxide, the enolate, this takes the proton from this orthohydrogen. This takes the proton here and double bond is here. So it is the enolate is forming. Here the enolate is forming. So these are the reactions of the enolates. Here one enolate is there in the acid base reactions. It takes the proton from the base. It is forming the enol. Nucleophilic and electrophilic reaction. This is a enolate. This is isomerized to. This is the resonance structure of this. And when it treated with the ketone, this enolate, it attack, this is the nucleophilic attack of this carbonyl group, then this compound is formed. And this carbon, the enolate, if this enolate, it react in this way to the carbonyl compound, the product is vinyl ether. A soft electrophile is one in which the positive charge is able to spread over a large area. Positive charge spread over a large area. Soft electrophiles such as the carbon electrophile tend to interact with the carbon center, and hard electrophile H plus prefer to interact with the oxygen. This is H plus is the hard electrophile, and soft electrophile interact with the carbon center. This can also be explained on the basis of the molecular orbital theory. The highest occupied molecular orbital of the enolate is delocalized between the carbonyl oxygen and alpha carbon. Both sides can act as nucleophilic center. but the carbon center is a better nucleophile. Carbon center is a better nucleophile because the HOMO is distorted towards carbon center and negative charge is centered on the oxygen. The charge density map of the highest occupied molecular orbital HOMO. Halogenation. This is the ketone in the presence of LDA. It is a strong base. It forms the enolate, double bond O minus L, lithium plus. Then when it treated with the chlorine, it is CH2Cl is formed. Enolate alkylation reactions of relatively acidic compounds. This is the malonic ester. Malonic ester in the treated with the sodium ethoxide COOC2H5 COCH3 ethoxide. This is the this proton is highly acidic proton and it takes by the base, so it is formed. So this proton and this bond moves to this, so CH double bond C single bond OH. This is the resonance structure of this compound. Above reaction illustrate the synthetic application of acetoacetic and malonic ester in which two factors are important. Enolate can be generated using mild bases such as the metal alkoxides. Higher nucleophilic reactivity of enolate is displacing halogen from allyl halides and similar alkylating agents. Extreme ease of decarboxylation of beta keto acids. You can see here the monoalkyl acetoacetic ester may be treated as the base followed by addition of a different alkyl or allyl halide, alkaline hydrolysis, saponification, alkaline hydrolysis, and decarboxylation gives a ketone that branched at the alpha carbon. In sodium ethoxide, it takes the proton and this compound it takes proton and anion is generated here, and this it is attacked to the this CH2 compound. Then this compound, this bromo compound attached to here. Upon hydrolysis, this the ester group converted to the acid group, ester, and then heating the carboxylic CO2 group will be gone and the product will be CH3CO CH2 double bond CH2. This is the cyclic product is obtained in the presence of sodium ethoxide, this bromo compound, and in the presence of dilute sulfuric acid, and heating these cyclic compounds are forming. Malonic ester like acetoacetic ester, the similar mechanism. Acetoacetic ester when treated with a base generate the enolate ion which are very reactive. Addition of the alkylating agents followed by hydrolysis and decarboxylation gives carboxylic acids. Dicarboxylic acid and keto acids can be prepared using malonic esters. This malonic ester in the presence of sodium ethoxide, ethanol, chloroesters, hydrolysis, it forms the malonic esters. Alicyclic compounds have been prepared by reaction of the enolate of the malonic esters with the dihaloalkane. So alkylation of the ketone enolates. Alkylation is the ketone. This is a ketone enolate in the presence of the methyl bromide. This is a minor product. This is the major product. Methyl group, methyl R is equal to PS 6040, so is 75 isopropyl group. This is the major product is obtained. In such cases, the major factor which decide approach of electrophile are conformation of the enolate, the stereoelectronic requirement for an approximately perpendicular trajectory, regioselectivity in alkylation of unsymmetrical ketone can be achieved by preparing regioselective enolate intermediates using the reaction condition as discussed already. This can also be achieved by preparing enol acetate and silyl enol ethers. The isomers enol acetate and silyl enol ether can also be separated using physical methods. This is this keto compound in the presence of strong base. This compound is formed. This is the resonance structure of this compound. When it treated with the acetyl chloride, this compound is formed, and in the presence of the methyl lithium, this product is formed. Both enol acetate and silyl enol ester can also be directly alkylated. It can be directly alkylated with the alkyl halide. This is the alkyl halide RX. In the presence of Lewis acid form a complex to the halogen atom, making it a better leaving group. It forms this product upon hydrolysis. Here in the cyclic system, you can see when it treated with the methyl iodide, this is a bulkier group is here. This is the methyl iodide. This is methyl group attached here, and also methyl group attached here. The two products are forming 4-tertiary butyl cyclohexanone. There is a little steric difference for cis and trans approaches of the electrophile. Alkylation product is nearly 1:1 mixture of cis trans isomer. Cis and trans isomers are forming. The introduction of the alkyl substituent at alpha carbon. This is the alpha carbon, methyl group attached alpha carbon in the enolate enhances stereoselectivity. This is due to the steric effect in the enolate. In such cases, electrophile approaches from the axial trajectory preferable. These approaches leads directly into the chair-like product. Equatorial approach leads to a higher energy twisted board conformations, which finally leads to structure B. This is the equatorial position. So axial attack happens. So this compound, this is the major product obtained, methyl group in the lower side. So this is the question. So alkylation of alpha beta unsaturated ketones. In the case of alpha beta unsaturated ketones, there are 3 potential sites from where electrophile attack on the enolate can take place. These are oxygen, the alpha carbon, gamma carbon. The alpha site is kinetically favorable for the electrophilic attack. This selectively may be due to the fact that alpha carbon has greater negativity charge compared to gamma carbon. When this compound treated with the lithium and ammonia, there is this double bond moves to here, and this double bond moves O minus lithium. This compound is formed, then methyl iodide, methyl group it attached here. 2 compounds are forming. Methyl group can be attached here, or methyl group can be attached here. Here and also here, both products are formed, but this is the major product obtained. In the presence of lithium ammonia, this is the double bond O minus lithium, and this compound here, this CH2, CH2, double bond CH2 can be attached here. 45% mixture of products are formed. Alkylation of the aldehydes, ester, carboxylic acids, and amides. As mentioned earlier, alkylation of ketone has wider applications in the synthetic chemistry, since direct alkylation of aldehydes leads to condensation reaction mainly in presence of base. We can use the indirect approach as shown below. Aldehyde plus amine. Here, this ketone group attached to the N double bond C, H, R2CH, then diethylamine lithium. If a lithium group is attached here, this proton, it takes the proton and lithium group attached here, then Rx, the methyl group is attached here, then upon hydrolysis you will get NH2 and CH with this aldehyde group. The above reaction, we have converted aldehyde to an imine, and then this react with the strong base to give an enolate type reactions. Reactions of this ion with alkyl halide gives an alpha alkylated imine that can be hydrolyzed to give the alpha alkyl aldehydes. Both esters and amides can also be alkylated. Unlike ketones, they give one enolate ion on reactions with base and they are less reactivity than aldehydes in aldol reactions. Similar to ketone, the stereochemistry of alkylation of esters and amide depend on the steric factor mainly. This LDA, THF, methyl iodide, this is 55 methyl group is attached here. Methyl group, this is the 55%, this is 45%, almost same. This is in the presence of base. It is 97%, this is only 5% is forming. The stereo selectivity is the result of the conformation of the enolate and steric shielding by the silyl substituent. And such directive effect has been employed in the stereoselective synthesis in next section. Control of enantiomer selectivity in alkylation reactions. The alkylation of an enolate generates new stereogenic center when alpha substituents are non-identical. This is the enolate. In the presence of base and methyl iodide, we will get this and the two compounds. It is necessary to control the direction of the approach and thus configuration of the new stereo center. Enantiomer selectivity enolate alkylation can be achieved using chiral auxiliaries such as oxazolinediones. Many other chiral auxiliaries have been developed in past, but here we will consider some example of the uh, oxazolidinones. The 1, 2, 3, 4 compounds. These are the chiral compounds. Benzyl derivative, 4 benzyl derivative, 4 isopropyl derivative, 4 phenyl derivative, 4 methyl, 5 phenyl derivative. In this compound, the 4 isopropyl and 4 benzyl oxazolidinones can be obtained from the valine and the phenylalanine. Respectively, other derivative can also be synthesized easily. This chiral auxiliary can be attached to the appropriate substrate by N-acylation reaction using N-butyl lithium and base. When this compound is treated with the base butyl lithium THF and this compound, this product is from this Cl NCOCH2CH3. This is attached here. The above product with the LDA generates mainly the Z enolate. The electrophiles have a tendency to attack from the opposite face of the chiral controlling group at C4 position of the oxazolidine ring. The high to excellent diastereoselectivity in alkylation reaction of the oxazolidinones as chiral auxiliary has been well established. You can see in the LDA, the lithium atom it attached to the two oxygen atom, and in the presence of the alkyl halide, in the CO alkyl halide R group is attached here. Here is also same. A lower phase is shielded by the methyl and phenyl groups, where in the upper phase is shielded by the benzyl group. As a result, the alkylation of the two derivative gives products of the opposite conformations. So here the final product, here also you can see the RCOCl, this product is formed in the LDA, O minus this enolate is formed, and this alkyl halide, this ethyl group it attached here, and lithium hydroxide water, this group is converted to the COH acid group. This is converted to the acid CH3C2H5 COOH. The nucleophilic addition of enolate on carbonyl compounds. Uh, Uh, the nucleophilic addition reaction of enolate and the carbonyl compounds are most useful methods for carbon-carbon bond formation. Nucleophilic addition of enolate to carbonyl compound are most useful method for carbon-carbon bond formation. Some important example of such reactions are the aldol reactions, Robinson annulation, Claisen condensation, carbon acylation methods, the Wittig reaction, and other olefination method. Here our focus will be on the aldol reactions. Aldol reactions is the nucleophilic attack of carbonyl group by an enol or enolate to create a beta hydroxycarbonyl compound. If the reaction is followed by dehydration, it results the formation of the double bond, and the reaction is called aldol condensation reactions. The aldol reaction is the most important reaction for lengthening a carbon chain that contains the chiral centers. In most cases, this can be achieved by using enolates of smaller metal ions such as the lithium, boron, titanium, tin, and zirconium, etc. The enolate may be Z enolate or E enolate based on the whether the alkyl group is the same side of the double bond as the enolate oxygen or on the opposite side. In the aldol reaction, it is observed that Z enolate predominantly give the syn diol, syn addition product. Anti-syn isomers are called diastereomers, and these terms refer to the orientation of the alpha beta substituents and are with respect to the lowest energy conformation of the molecule. Z enolate, E enolate. This is the syn diol, this is the anti-diols are forming. So this is the mechanism how syn and anti are forming. Cyclic transition model of the E enolate and Z enolate, boron or any other metal ion. Distereo selection is the best when using the smaller metal ions such as the lithium, boron that form short metal oxygen bonds, as this gives a tighter transition state and maximizes the steric interaction. The steric interaction can further be increased by using the bulky group enolate. And this molecule, this ketone molecule in the presence of the LDH, Z enolate and E enolates are forming when it treated with the aldehyde, benzaldehyde at minus 70 degrees centigrade, the antidiol and syn diols are formed. This enolate is treated with the benzaldehyde form. Major, this is the major product. Enolate derived from the cyclic ketone are necessary E isomer. E isomer. The enolate cyclohexanone react with the benzaldehyde to give both possible stereoisomeric product. The stereoselectivity is about 5:1 in favor of the anti-isomer under optimum condition. Boron enolate and aldol reactions. This compound stereoselectivity of aldol reaction of the boron enolate is also predicted on the basis of the cyclic transition state similar to that of the lithium enolate. Boron enolate can be prepared by the reactions of ketones with the dialkyl boron trifluoromethane sulfonate and a tertiary amine. Use of boron triplets and a bulky amine favors the Z enolate. When this ketone is treated with this compound in the presence of the base diisopropyl ethylamine ether, and this compound, this is Z enolate is formed when treated with the benzaldehyde, the more than 97% syn aldol products are formed. So this is also, these products are is more than 97% anti-alcohols are formed. If this is anti-alcohols are formed. This is the ketone compound and this is the this similar type of reactions it is there. Silyl enol ethers in aldol reactions. Mukiyama aldol reaction. Mukiyama aldol reaction refer to Lewis acid catalyzed aldol addition reactions. Silyl enol ethers are much less nucleophilic than boron or lithium enolates and don't react directly with the aldehyde. Therefore, Lewis acid such as titanium chloride is used to increase the electrophilicity of the carbonyl group to allow aldol reactions. Titanium chloride, tin chloride, quite a number of Lewis acid can be used for the Mukiyama aldol reactions. nitrogen analog of enol and enolates, enamines and imines. The nitrogen analog of the aldehyde ketone are called the imine and skips base. The imine is prepared by the condensation of the aldehyde ketone with the primary amine. When we use the secondary amine, they react with the aldehyde ketone having alpha hydrogen, give the enamine. The beta carbon atom of the enamine is a nucleophile site because of conjugation with the nitrogen atom and similar to enolate ion. This is when the beta carbon atom form use alkylation similar to enolate. Nucleophilicity of beta carbon atom permit enamine to use for the alkylation reactions. You can see this enamine reaction, this double bond, this nitrogen lone pair attack here, double bond attack to this carbon, then iodine is leaving, and this is attached, the ethyl group it attached here, there is a double bond, then upon hydrolysis, this is converted to the ketone. Ketone imine anions are also be alkylated. So, in summary, we have now seen how enol and enolates are generated, and there was a detailed discussion how to achieve the reduced selectivity and stereo selectivity in alkylation and aldol reaction. We have also briefly covered reaction of the imine, enamine, and silyl enol ether. So these are the questions and answers are there. You have to see all the questions and answers. Then unit 15. There is unprolonged reactions. Again, yesterday we have already told about the what is unprolonged reactions. What is another reaction is mostly frequently used for the carbon-carbon bond formations are polar in the nature, generally electronegative heteroatom such as nitrogen, oxygen, halogen impose an alternative positive and negative polarity of the carbon skeleton. So already there is a positive and negative unprolonged. As I told here, you can see here, uh, it is the synthon. The compound, the starting compound breaks and two synthon molecules are formed. And this is either this is a negative charge, this is positive, or this is negative, this is positive. Carbonyl unprolonged. Owing to the great importance of the carbonyl group in synthesis, a substantial effort has been dedicated to developing nucleophilic equivalents for the introductions of the acyl groups. There are several synthetic equivalents of the acyl anions: dithiene, cyanide anion, nitronate anion, cyanohydrin, metalated enol derivatives, tertiary butyl hydrogen, lithium acetylide intermediates, then dithiene. Sulfur compounds are useful in inducing carbonyl unprolonged reactivity. Dithienes are for most purposes simply the sulfur version of the acetals. They can be prepared by reactions of the aldehydes, ketones with alkyl and aryl diethyl. This is the electrophilic carbon, and this is the dithiene. Two SH groups are there. This is the dithiene in the presence of the mm, Lewis acid BF3. Dithiene in the presence of Lewis acid in an aprotic solvent. It is a dithiene. The ketone. This is the ketone protecting group. SS. This dithiene is attached here. In the presence of lithium, this hydrogen is replaced by the lithium atom nucleophilic carbon. The alkyl and aryl diethyl in presence of Lewis acid appropriate solvent. This can be represented by the reaction. Dithienes are also used as the protecting group in dithienes and thiols. Dithienes are also used as protecting group in many transformations similar to acetals. There is also classic example of polarity inversion. Unstable, this is the, you can see the unstable acyl anion, and impossible to make. This is stable dithiene anion, synthetic equivalent for the acyl anion. Unprolonged, there is a polarity inversion. Unprolonged, usually the oxygen atom in the carbonyl group is more electronegative than the carbon atom. Therefore, the carbon atom of the carbonyl group act as the electrophile. When the carbonyl group is converted into the dithiene or a dithioacetal, the polarity of the carbon atom is reversed. Polarity of the is reversed in Synthon terminology, and the ordinary carbonyl group in the acyl cation and dithiene is a masked acyl anion. In dithiene, the reversal of the polarity, that is Ompolong, is achieved because of the anion stabilizing ability due to the inductive withdrawal of electron density by the two sulfur atoms. And preparation of the 1,3 dithiene anion. This ketone, when the dithiene in the presence of the BF3, this it is formed. This is formed in the butyl lithium. This it is lithiated deprotonate. This dithiene anion is formed. 1,3 dithiene is an important Ompolong reagent. Ompolong reagent to make the 1,3 dithiene anion, and aldehyde is the first converted to a diethyl acetal by reaction with the 1,3 propane diethyl and a Lewis acid such as BF3. The resulting thioacetal is then deprotonated with a strong base such as the N-butyl lithium to generate 2 lithium 1,2 1,3 dithiene. Reactions of the dithienes. The lithium derivative of the 1,3 dithiene is a reactive nucleophile towards electrophile such as alkyl halide, carbonyl compound. The final product can be hydrolyzed with the mercury plus 2 in aqueous medium. Final reaction can be represented as 1,3-dithiene and other sulfur compounds have found considerable application in multi-step synthesis. 1,3-dithiene anion, when it react with the carbonyl compound, it can attack to the carbonyl electrophilic carbon centers, and you can get this is the then after hydrolysis, after hydrolysis OSCH3, this is converted to COCH3. In the butyl lithium, this is the lithium group is attached here, and this is the when it reacted with this cyclohexanone, this compound is formed upon hydrolysis. This is RCO. This is converted to CO. Reactions with alkyl halide. Aldehydes ketones can be prepared using the 1,3-dithiene and alkyl halides. Dithiene molecules in similar ketone, and this compound is formed. In the preparation of the 1,2 diketone in the presence of the butyl lithium, the lithium atom is attached here. When it treated with the RCN compound, there is a R1 is here, here is R2CN is attached here. C R2N is attached here, then hydrolysis R2 R1 CO COR2 methyl. 1,2 diketones are formed. Cyanide ion. When this compound electrophile, when treated with the CN nucleophile CN minus, it attack to the carbonyl electrophilic carbon center, and this compound is formed upon hydrolysis. The alpha hydroxycarboxylic acid is formed. The ompolong of the carboxylic carbon can be achieved by using cyanide as the synthetic equivalent of the carboxyl anion. Finally, cyano group can be converted to a carboxyl group by hydrolysis. Sometimes has problem with the forcing the reaction to the product side and by competing benzoin condensation reaction. So the reaction is usually performed by the trimethylsilyl cyanide and a Lewis acid. And the ketone treated with the trimethylsilyl cyanide in the presence of BF3, this compound is formed, and finally hydrolysis. This group is converted to the OH. I can see this in the presence of KCN and ammonia. In the ammonia, this is attached to the here. This is double bond NH2. NH2 hydrolysis. This is COH group. CN group hydrolyzed to the acid group, alpha amino acid. Aldehyde CN, it is CN group is OH CN group. It attached here. Base takes the proton. Then this compound is formed, and finally this compound is formed. Benzoin reaction. This is benzoin condensation reaction. Benzoin condensation reaction aldehyde. Two molecules of the aldehyde in the presence of KCN. Then nitronate anion. Generally, carbon-carbon bond formation at the alpha position of the ketone is performed by the reaction of the enolate and the enamine with the carbon electrophile. The Umpolong reaction of the alpha carbon of the carbonyl structure formation carbon-carbon bond using a carbon nucleophile can be achieved due to Henry and Neff reaction. These reactions are common example of the 1,2 addition and 1,4 addition of the nitroalkanes. The alpha hydrogen of the nitroalkanes are appreciably acidic due to the resonance stabilization. Carbon-carbon bond using carbon electrophile can be achieved by Henry-Neff reaction. The Neff reaction is an excellent way to convert nitronate into carbonyl compound. Nitronate CH3, CH2, NO2. In the presence of base, takes proton N minus, double bond N minus in the presence of aldehyde, reacted with the aldehyde CH3, NO2, COH. The titanium chloride, it is converted to the COR1. Henry reaction. This is the Henry reaction. 1,4 dicarbonyl compound. 1,4. You have seen earlier. You have been earlier that retrosynthetic analysis of the 1,4-diketone results in logical and illogical synthesis. Thus, for the synthesis of the 2,5-hexadiketone, we have a look to the Umpolong reagent of illogical synthesis. In case of the nitrate anion, it can be Umpolong reagent. This is break and illogical synthon and logical synthon. Illogical synthon CH3 delta minus NO2, and this is the electrophilic, two double bond COCs. This is the electrophilic. So synthesis is starting from the nitromethane, nitroethane in the presence of base. It takes the proton from here. This is attacked to this carbon. Then this compound is formed, and the Neff reaction of 1,4-diketone is formed. Then cyanohydrins. Protected cyanohydrin, when deprotonated, a suitable base or synthetic equivalent of the acyl anion. They display unprolonged reactivity as the normal electrophilic carbonyl transport into a nucleophile. When this compound carbon-carbon double bond, this compound is treated with the LDA in the hexamethyl phosphoramide HMPA 70 degrees centigrade. This CN and lithium atom is attached here, OCH3, and in the presence of alkyl halide, this compound is formed. Finally, hydrolysis, this ketone compound is formed. Then methylated enol derivatives. When this methoxy group, OMe group, is a CH2 double bond CH OMe in the presence of the tertiary butyl lithium. CH2CO lithium atom is attached here. Plus, when this compound is treated with the cyclohexadione, this compound is formed. Tertiary butyl hydrazone. In the tertiary carbon center of the hydrogens, which are formed by condensation of the tertiary butyl hydrogen with the aldehyde ketone, behaves as the nucleophile on reaction with the strong base. When this hydrogen compound treated with the butyl lithium, it takes the proton and then it got the negative charge, and this attacks here, this double bond attacks here. Then when it treated with the aldehyde and further hydrolysis, this compound is formed. Acyl anion derived from the lithium acetylenes. Lithium acetylene is also considered equivalent to the acyl anion. It can undergo nucleophilic reaction. The acetylene, when treated with the butyl lithium, It is the one of the hydrogen atom is gone, the lithium atom is attached here. In the presence of Rx, the R group is attached here. In the presence of mercury, this CH3, COR, these ketone compounds are formed. Mercuric ion catalyze hydrogen furnaces, methyl ketone and methyl alpha hydroxy ketones. Intermediates in the thiazolium salt catalyze reactions. In the presence of the aldehyde, when treated with the presence of base, the quaternary thiazolium salts are converted to the light thiazolium. In the presence of base, base it in the presence of when it treated with the aldehyde, this compound is formed. Homoenolates. Carbon-carbon bond formation or the alpha position of the carbonyl compound is mostly based on the aldol type process, where the bond formation of the beta position is usually achieved by another classical reaction, the Michael addition. Negativity polarized beta carbon of the homoenolate opens up many interesting synthetic possibilities. By definition, they must exhibit a nucleophilic character at the carbon beta to a carbonyl group or a moiety that can be transferred into a carbonyl group. Ethynyl glycol, this is the protecting group of the carbonyl group. You can see here. In the presence of magnesium THF, the bromide, it is converted to magnesium bromide. In the presence of the titanium chloride, the titanium chloride group is attached here. Following mechanism can be proposed a ring opening of the cyclopropanol derivative. This oxygen lone pair comes here, this double bond attack to the metal, then double bond OR, then this compound is forming hydrolysis, this compound is forming cyclopropanol. This compound in the presence of methyl and the trimethylsilyl chloride, this compound is forming. Finally, ester homoenolate is forming. Homoenolates can also be prepared by reaction of the acyl silane with the vinyl Grignard reagent in two-step reaction. Acyl silane treated with this vinyl magnesium bromide in the presence of acid. It is formed this compound. Finally, the butyl lithium. This compound is forming silyl lithium. The reaction with the titanium ester homoenolate. Hmm. हाँ. The reactions of zinc ester homoenolate. The zinc homoenolate worked as a good alkyl nucleophile towards various electrophiles with or without transition metals. Reactions of silyl lithium bound homoenolate. When this acyl silane react with the vinyl magnesium bromide, this one trimethyl silyl allyl alcohol is formed. In the presence of butyl lithium, this compound is formed, and finally silyl enol ethers are formed. Reactions of cyclopropyl phosphonium ions. Cyclopropyl phosphonium ion treated with the acetyl acetoacetate and the presence of sodium hydrate, this cyclic compound is formed. Alpha electrophiles. Generally, carbon-carbon bond formation of the alpha position of the ketone is performed by reaction of the enolate and enamines with the carbon electrophiles. The reaction of the alpha carbon on the alpha on a carbonyl structure is an attractive reactions because it allows the direct introduction of the various type of substituents into the alpha position through the use of the nucleophiles. So this compound breaks. This is that the two synthon molecules are formed, and how the synthesis from this. This is the final compound. This compound can be formed from this acetone compound when treated with the LDA. It formed enolate. Then this epoxy methyl group it are reacted with this compound. Then the ring opening reaction happens. Finally, hydrolysis. This compound is formed. In summary, in this unit, we have discussed Ompolong reaction. This reaction provide an alternative approach for the synthesis of the organic molecules. Ompolong strategies are very effective for the organic synthesis, which are otherwise non-accessible reactivity pattern. Ompolong chemistry reverse the normal traditional reactivity pattern imposed by heteroatom in the alkyl chain. It is not only academically interesting but synthetically useful. As well, in this unit, we have covered variety of reactions related to the carbonyl nonpolons, homoenolates, and alpha carbonyl electrophiles. So these are the questions and answers are already there. Questions and answers are there. So in the unit 16, principle and application of the phase transfer catalysis. What is phase transfer catalysis? We'll study in this unit. Define the term what is phase transfer catalysis, the mechanism of phase transfer catalytic process, various reaction conducted in the presence of phase transfer catalyst, phase transfer catalyst reaction in the organic synthesis, types of phase transfer catalyst. The concept of phase transfer catalysis was first described by the Stark, in which the various alkyl halide in an organic solvent underwent a chain to displacement reaction by cyanide ion in aqueous solution catalyzed by quaternary ammonium or phosphonium salt. These catalysts allowed for the transport of the anion normally insoluble in an organic solvent to react with a suitable electrophile in the organic phase. The catalyst reagent ion pair is sufficiently reactive to displace a halide from alkyl halide. In the presence of the, you can see here, this is the compound. When it treated with the NaCN water ether, little reaction is happening. This compound also, when it treated with the sodium cyanide in the presence of, if we add the tetraalkyl ammonium salt, ammonium chloride, tetraalkyl ammonium salt, it is 100% leaf. This is called the phase transfer catalyst. You can see here in the same reaction in the presence of sodium cyanide, there is no reaction or little reaction. If you are adding little bit tetraalkyl ammonium chloride, the 100% yield you are getting. So using this is a phase transfer catalyst. Heating of the two-phase mixture under reflux or vigorous stirring 1-2 days shows the little reaction, but an appropriate quaternary ammonium salt such as tetrahexyl ammonium chloride is added. The substitution occurs rapidly in near 100% yield. In this process, the ammonium salt act as a phase transfer catalyst. Same reaction, it is not happening, but when you add the phase transfer catalyst, reaction is happening 100%. So the tetraalkyl ammonium with the phase transfer catalyst transfer the cyanide into the organic phase and activate the transport cyanide for the reaction with the alkyl halide. It also transfer the displaced chloride ion back to the aqueous phase to start a new catalytic cycle. Consider another example of the alkylation reaction of the nitrile. No reaction occur when a mixture of you can see here there is no reaction. When the mixture of 2-phenyl acetonitrile in the presence of RX, sodium hydroxide, no reaction. Nitrile group base R1, the deprotonation occurs, and nitrile group is similar to the carbon group, increases the acidic character of the alpha hydrogen, but the acidity of alpha hydrogen is much less. Nitrogen is less electronegative than the oxygen. Thus, the deprotonation of nitrile will require strong base such as sodamide or metal alkyl So that the butyl lithium with the sodium hydroxide, the nitrile does not get deprotonated completely for alkylation and only a small amount of anion is formed. Upon addition of the tetraalkyl ammonium chloride in a catalytic amount, usually 1% molar, an exothermic reaction occurs and produces phenylalkyl acetonitrile in high yield. In the above reaction is carried out in a two-phase mixture, water and an immiscible organic solvent. To prevent the hydroxide and 2-phenylethyl bromide reacting together to give the 2-phenylethanol, hydroxide stays in the aqueous layer and the other reagents stay in the organic layer. A tetraalkyl ammonium chloride work as a phase transfer catalyst and allow sufficient tetraalkyl ammonium hydroxide chloride work as a phase transfer catalyst, allow sufficient hydroxide to enter into the organic layer to deprotonate the nitrile. Besides the quaternary ammonium and phosphonium salt, crown ether are also as the phase transfer catalyst. So there are phase transfer catalysts, quaternary ammonium salt, phosphonium salt, and some crown ethers. In the example below, how crown ether increases the rate of substitution reaction in the preparation of the benzyl methyl ether in acetonitrile, which does not dissolve in the ionic compound. Here, the crown ether works as cation complexing agent, which surrounds and solvates the potassium ion and therefore enhances the reactivity of anionic nucleophile cyanide ions. Mm, This is the benzyl bromide. It reacts with this compound, only 5% yield, no crown ether, no crown ether added. But when in this reaction crown ether is added, 100% this product is forming. But without crown ether, only 5% product is forming. 18 crown 6 crown ether. So the commonly used phase transfer catalyst, ammonium salt, widely used recovery is relatively phosphonium salt, crown ether, stable very active catalyst both under basic condition and high temperature, krypton, stable and high reactive excluding the presence of strong acids, polyethylene glycol, lower activity but more stable than quaternary ammonium salt. Quaternary ammonium salt, quaternary ammonium cation. These are some tetrabutyl ammonium chloride. This is one benzyl triethyl ammonium chloride. This is the quaternary ammonium salt. The quaternary ammonium cation have ability to transfer the anionic reactant as a non-solvated ion pair from aqueous media into the organic media. The resultant effect is to increase the rate of effect is to increase the rate of reactions, organic reaction by enhancing the reactivity of the anionic species and increasing the interaction rate with the organic substrate. Side reactions are frequently eliminated so that the overall yield of the desired product is increased. In the earlier example, we have shown how the quaternary ammonium salt increased the rate of reaction of the substitution reaction and also its yields. These catalysts are very cost effective and hence they are most widely used in the industry also. Quaternary ammonium salts are chemical compounds having nitrogen in their skeleton and large hydrocarbon groups enough to convey good solubility in the non-polar solvent. In other words, cations are highly lipophilic. Quaternary ammonium salts form ion pair with different anion. When these phase transfer catalysts are added, lipophilic cations are transferred to the non-polar phase and anions are attracted from the water to the organic phase to maintain the electrical neutrality. The anions are weakly solvated in the organic phase and therefore exhibit enhanced nucleophilicity. So the commonly salt, ammonium salt as phase transfer catalyst. Good solubility in the non-polar solvent, quaternary ammonium salt. In other words, cations are highly lipophilic. These cations are mm, highly lipophilic. Quaternary ammonium salt form ion pair with different anion, quaternary and different anion. This phase transfer catalyst are when the phase transfer catalyst added, the lipophilic cation are transferred to the non-polar phase. Transferred to the lipophilic cations are transferred to the nonpolar phase and anions are attracted from the water to the organic phase to maintain the electrical neutrality. Phosphonium salt. They are analog to the ammonium salt. The only difference is that instead of the nitrogen, it contains phosphorus. These are also ammonium, crown ether, tetraphenyl phosphonium bromide, tetraphenyl phosphonium chloride, crown ethers and cryptands. Macrocyclic and macrobiocyclic polydentate ligands as crown ethers and cryptands are commonly used as phase transfer catalysts. The crown ethers and cryptands are a family of cyclic polyethers. These compounds can solubilize salt in nonpolar solvent by complexing with the cation in the cavity of the crown ether. In solution, anion become more reactive as nucleophiles because they are weakly solvated. Regardless, their great activity as successful phase transfer catalysts, crown ether and cryptands are not practicable for most industrial purposes due to their high cost and toxicity. 18 crown 6, 12 crown 4 complex, these are the crown ether. Polyethylene glycols. Polyethylene glycol, their derivative are also extensively used as the phase transfer catalyst. Mechanism of phase transfer catalyst, extra mechanism. This is the organic phase. This is the, you can see quaternary. This is the plus Cn minus, and interface. This is the Cn minus in the aqueous phase. Aqueous in the water, Cn is soluble, chloride is soluble, and this is the organic phase. This organic compound is there. This compound quaternary salt, it comes to the interface, and the Cn minus come to this interface and reacted with the this phase and reacted with the organic phase to get the product. The second mechanism referred to phenyl estonidyl. This is the organic phase start here, organic phase, interface. This is the interface, and this is the aqueous phase. Water is there. Applications of phase transfer catalyst. Reactions have been reported in the following area: nucleophilic substitution, alkylation, carbon reaction, oxidation, reduction, aldol, and related condensations. Nucleophilic substitution reactions. Nucleophase transfer conditions can be used to preparation of the azide in the when sodium azide and phase transfer tetrabutyl phosphonium bromide. So azide group it is here the product is formed. Alkylation reaction, the phase transfer catalyst is used, alkyl group it attached here. And so many reactions are where the phase transfer catalysts have been used. Tetrabutyl ammonium bromide, tetrabutyl ammonium hydroxide. So phase transfer reaction is happening. Carbon reactions also phase transfer catalyst is used. Oxidation reactions also phase transfer catalyst is used. Aldol and electral condensation reactions phase transfer catalyst is used also here also. Hague reactions also, like yesterday I talk about Hague reactions, the double bond and the halogen group is there in the presence of the phase transfer catalyst. Chlorides are not very reactive under the normal Hague reaction condition, but reaction can be achieved by addition of the phase transfer catalyst, tetraphenyl phosphonium salt. Wittig reactions also 100% yield is there. In summary, mm, usually the reactions under phase transfer catalyst, mild reaction condition, thus involves expensive reagents, sodium hydroxide, potassium carbonate, instead of sodium hydride and potassium tertiary butoxide, etc. Reactions relatively easy to perform and highly scalable. Phase transfer catalytic process are consistent with the principle of green chemistry. For this reason, industrial applications are growing. These are the questions and answers are there. This is the unit 17. This is the unit asymmetric synthesis. This is the unit 17. Asymmetric synthesis. What is asymmetric synthesis? Okay. Mm, Okay. Study the asymmetry, define the term, the common term used, identify the stereochemistry of the substrate and product involved in the organic reactions, explain the significance of selectivity in the organic reactions, difference between the stereoselectivity and stereospecificity, significance of asymmetric synthesis in organic reactions. So, mm, okay, stereochemical terminology, asymmetric the compound don't possess symmetry. They may be exist as enantiomer as well as the diastereomer. The compound, the organic compound which do not have the symmetry, they may exist enantiomer as well as the diastereomers. D or L, the absolute configuration signed to a molecule through experimental chemical correlation DL, and the say R or RS indicate D is for dextrorotatory, L is for the levorotatory molecules according to the mm, experimentally determined rotation of the plane monochromatic light, plane polarized light. What is diastereomer? These are the stereoisomer with two or more chiral center which are not mirror image of each other, which are not mirror image of each other. They are diastereomer. Diastereomeric excess, it is the percentage proportion of the major diastereomer produced minus the minor diastereomer produced and is represented as DE. Disymmetric excess, enantiomer, the stereoisomers are non-superimposable mirror image of each other. They are called the optical isomer. Enantiomeric excess, the percentage by which one enantiomer is in excess to the other and generally represented as EE. Enantiomeric excess is commonly expressed as a percentage. Erythrothrio, the term erythro refers to configuration with identical or symmetrical substituents on the same side. Erythro vertical chain in the Fisher projection. Threo is the opposite side, substitution on the opposite sides. Heterochiral or enantio enrich the chiral molecule when present in excess as one enantiomer but not in the exertion of the other enantiomer. It is called the heterochiral. Homochiral, a chiral molecule present as only one of the two possible isomers. Optical activity, it is experimentally observed rotation of the plane of the monochromatic plane polarized light by a molecule using polarimeter. A racemic mixture, the mixture of two enantiomer in equal amount leads to a racemic mixture. Stereoisomer, there are molecule consisting of the same type of same number of atom with the same connection but different configurations. And the process of converting optical active molecule to a 50-50 mixture of two racemization. So these are the selectivity in asymmetric synthesis, chemoselectivity, regioselectivity, stereoselectivity, about which we'll study. What is chemoselectivity? Chemoselectivity is the selective between the two different group and indicate the group which takes part in the reaction. In other words, in the bifunctional compounds, the reagent react preferentially with one of the functional group is called the chemoselective. There are a number of reactions that depict chemoselectivity. Some of the reactions that are self-explanatory, reduction of the carboxylic group in the presence of nitro group. You can see this is the compound. It is prochiral in the presence of palladium NH2CH2S. This is not forming. This is not forming, but this is forming CH2S NO2 palladium prochiral alkaline medium. Reduction of the carboxylic group. Only acid group is reduced, not the NO2 group. Only so this is the chemoselectivity. Only one product is forming. Selective reduction of a carbonyl group when the two similar groups are present. The reduction required varies with the reagent used. This is the compound when the BS3 is used. This compound, this is only it is converted to the OH, sodium borohydride used. This is converted to its chemoselectivity reduction. Selectivity in sodium borohydride, this is converted to the OH, but in the Boron, this is converted to the OH. Chemoselectivity reduction of the aldehyde group with the sodium borohydride and sodium chloride. What is regioselectivity? Regioselectivity indicate the part of the site of the molecule where the reaction takes place in the group. We can study in this, for example, the epoxide lithium aluminum hydride attack the less hindered side of the carbon. So to form the alcohol, this is the regioselectivity. Only one isomer is forming. Diels-Alder reaction preferred regioselectivity. This is the regioselective for Diels-Alder reaction type of regioselectivity is given. Regioselective reaction is the selective for the formation or constitutional isomer. The word regioselective arises from the word regio, arising from the Latin word regionem, which means direction. Some of the reactions showing regioselectivity. 1, 2 addition. Two reactions can be predicted in the general manner, but only one is forming. 1, 2 addition and 1, 4 addition. One is forming. 1, 4 addition product, reactivity of the carbonyl compounds, acrolein cyanohydrin. This is the this compound is forming. This is the regioselective, some of the regioselectivity in the reagent. The methyl lithium, the methyl copper lithium, though this is 1, 2 product is forming, this is 1, 4 product is forming. So if there is a reagent is changed, the product is also changed. The regioselectivity in the cleavage of the epoxide, you can see acidic medium, this is weaker bond attack to a nucleophile acidic bond, this compound is forming less, and the basic medium less sterically hindered carbon undergo SN2 reactions. This is the weak bond attacked by the nucleus. This weak acidic medium, weak bond attacked by a nucleophile. This is less sterically hindered carbon undergo SN2 reactions. So two products, stereoselectivity, stereoselective, and where the multiple stereoisomers may be formed. If the stereoisomers are not formed in equal amount, the reaction described being stereoselective. 1, 2 dibromocyclohexene treated with the bromine by addition of the bromine to the cyclohexene. The products are, this product is not forming, only this stereoselectivity in addition of the bromine to the cyclohexene. Cyclohexene addition of the bromine, this compound is forming stereoisomers, see the unequal amount. C or D are diastereomer, C or D are enantiomer, maybe enantioselectivity is diastereoselectivity. Enantioselectivity, the formation of the enantiomer predominantly or exclusively called the enantioselectivity. This titanium isoperoxide minus DET, this epoxide is forming. This is 98% takes place stereoselectively in the presence of titanium catalyst and optically active reagent. The, the formation of the one diastereomer over the other. There are two diastereomers are formed. For diest predominantly is called a diastereoselectivity. Formation of the one diastereomer predominantly is called diastereoselectivity. Only one isomer is formed. This compound, this is 98% trans is forming. So this is the diastereoselectivity. Stereospecificity. Stereospecificity. And the other starting isomer produce, and this is the compound when treated with the aldehyde, this product is forming. Only one product is forming. Then methodologies for asymmetric synthesis. What is asymmetric synthesis? Asymmetric synthesis defined by the Morrison and Moser is a reaction in which an achiral unit in the form of substrate molecule is converted to a chiral unit in such manner that unequal amount of stereoisomers are produced. For example, in the following reaction, we can clearly see the amount of one of the enantiomer is obtained almost to the full extent. This compound treated with this reagent, this compound 97% of this compound is formed. And 3% of this compound is found. In view of the definition, you might have the across a number of reactions where the chiral unit get converted to the chiral one. Some of the reactions, this count is which you have seen. When you use the chiral reagent, this compound is chiral is forming. Asymmetric synthetic process during which one or more new element of chirality is introduced during the functional group transformation. As we have been studying, asymmetric synthesis, the reactions are either highly enantioselectivity selectivity or enantiospecific, 100% EE. Racemic reaction. When this aldehyde treated with HCN in the NaCN catalyst, the racemic this product is forming. Asymmetric synthesis, when this aldehyde treated with HCN in the this reagent only, this is the plus minus is forming, but this is only R plus. It is rotation is plus. So this is the asymmetric synthesis has become an important subject of research, and the researcher has to keep the mind the nature of the chiral molecule in the designing biologically active compound. There are two main guiding principles of asymmetric synthesis. These are the substrate should have the prochiral unit that may be enantiotopic or diastereotopic group or phase. The substrate or the reagent of the solvent of the catalyst must be chiral for preferential formation of a stereoisomer over the other in an asymmetric synthesis. In the first generation of the chiron synthesis. And the structure of these compounds are the L amino acid. These are the compounds. These are the chiral compounds. Mm. And this method is quite helpful in achieving the target molecule. This is when treated with the nitric acid HNO2. This compound is forming when treated with the acetone and paratoluene sulfonic acid. This compound is forming. Then boronic acid. This acid group is reduced to the CH2OH. Then oxidation CHO, the secondary primary alcohol converted to the aldehyde in water. This breaks to the diol. The advantage of the chiron synthesis, it ensures the choice of suitable starting material from the chiral pool available in nature. It preserves or enhances the enantiomeric excess. It avoids the racemization through careful selection of the reaction condition. Disadvantage, the molecule readily available from the chiral pool like amino acid terpene have limited variation in structure. Chiral pool molecule have limitation in terms of specific requirement. The approach requires stereomeric amount of the starting molecule which may not available and may be expensive. Second generation of auxiliary control method. Mm. In an installation of the auxiliary, it should be available in both enantiomeric form. It should be easy and quick to synthesize. It should lead to the high enantiomeric excess. You can see this compound when treated with this chiral auxiliary in the presence of triethylamine. This this compound is formed. This is added to here to this nitrogen auxiliary chiral induction in the presence of LDA. This chiral induction removal of the auxiliary with the lithium methoxide or lithium hydroxide. Chiral auxiliary can be removed. This compound can be removed. Advantage, the reaction using chiral auxiliary leads to high enantiomeric excess. The chiral auxiliary can be reused. Disadvantage, chiral auxiliary may not be available commercially, have to be synthesized for use. The synthesis chiral auxiliary may involve number of steps. If you treated with this alkyne, the chiral porane compound, this alcohol is formed the 90% enantiomeric excess. This chiral porane also, this is also formed. One compound is formed. It does not require attaching the removing the chiral group. Therefore, reagent is commercially available. There are less synthetic steps. Fourth generation of the catalyst control method. The chiral, but it is racemic. This ketone molecule, and asymmetric reducing agent is converted to the alcohol. Only sodium borohydride, it is racemic is forming, but it is asymmetric reagent is used. It is chiral compound, chiral alcohol is forming. Surplus asymmetric epoxidation yesterday also we have learned what is surplus asymmetric epoxidation. Mm, Sarples got a Nobel Prize for this compound. This epoxidation process, it uses the titanium isopropoxide diethyl tartarate and tertiary butyl hydroperoxide, the epoxide formation. Absolute asymmetric synthesis in the presence of the this is the presence of light, this compound is from the ring closure reactions. The bromination also. So in the summary, asymmetric synthesis is a synthetic process during which one or more new elements of chirality is introduced during the functional group transformation. Mm. And there are four main approaches in the development of asymmetric synthesis. The first generation substrate control method is called the chiral chiral approach, as it make use of chiral substrate from the natural resources. Besides the partial asymmetric synthesis approach, there is an absolute asymmetric synthetic approach that does not involve any chiral substrate or the reagent. Mm. The reaction in which there are two or more starting isomers which give rise to two or more product stereoisomer. One of the starting isomer processes one product isomer while the other starting isomer produces the other product isomer. These are called the stereospecific reaction. All the stereospecific reactions are stereoselective. However, all the stereoselective reactions are not essentially the stereospecific. And the molecule may show selectivity between the two positions present in the similar reactivity. It is regioselectivity. Stereoselectivity arises when there is a possibility of formation of the stereoisomers. The stereoisomer can be enantiomer or the diastereomer. Therefore, stereoselectivity leads to enantioselectivity or diastereoselectivity depending upon whether the product is a diastereomer or an enantiomer that is being produced selectivity. So these are the questions. The questions are there. And also stereospecific reaction, stereoselective reaction, that the difference is there. Okay. Chemoselectivity, regioselectivity. Okay. Okay, so it's all done. Okay. Okay, now it is over. Hello?
Hello.
Okay. So you have to practice all these things. So phase transfer catalyst and nucleophilic on substitution reactions, carbon-carbon bond formation reactions, and the asymmetric synthesis. Okay, all the questions and answers are there. You have to practice all these things. Now it is over. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.